Good morning, or afternoon, or day, whenever you're watching this. I'm Arden. This is the Wandering Creative Life channel, and today we're doing some writing sprints and co-working session in collaboration with the Authors Allies Roundtable. You can find more information about them in the description, the video description. Um, I'll also be chatting a bit about what the Authors Allies Roundtable is in one of our chat breaks. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about an amazing writing community, and Rebecca, who is the founder of that community, and yeah, just learning more about what it is and what they do and how they can help you. Um, I will also be chatting about writing retreats. Then we have some upcoming writing retreats in February that I'm very excited for. So I'll share a little bit more about that upcoming writing retreat. And I'll also talk about Echoes of Us, which is my book that is coming out this year, probably mid-year, and how you can help support Echoes of Us. And um, yeah, some other just general chatting, fun stuff that just me rambling between sprints. But to give you an idea of how this typically works, I think we'll do 30-minute sprints today since we're starting at 9:30 Central Time. So we'll do a 30-minute sprint to the top of the hour and then do like a 5-minute chat and then jump into our next sprint, which might be a 45-minute one. And then we'll chat again, do another sprint, chat, sprint, and we'll probably do that for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depends on how I'm feeling, how motivated I am for sprinting. Um, and that's kind of the process. So if you need some co-working or like body doubling time to get things done, this is the perfect time to do that. Um, I will be working on, let's see, a variety of things today. So during the first sprint, I'm going to be working on my schedule a little bit, kind of laying out what I want to achieve throughout today and tomorrow. And then I might do some journaling. And then I'll move into working on edits for Echoes of Us. I had my first alpha reader look at it. First time I've ever done an alpha reader for any of my books. So I'm interested to see how the comments will help kind of inform and change the book, which is kind of exciting. So I'm going to be working on those edits and going through those comments and kind of incorporating feedback into the manuscript. And I might do a little social media stuff, but I'm going to save that for last because usually once I get started on social media, anything, I get sucked into it and I'm there for like a while. So I want to get other things done first. So I have quite a few things that I want to achieve today during sprints. I don't know if I will get to all of them, but just having this time to sit down and do this co-working type session really helps me focus and helps me get a poop in a groove. So I'm super excited about today. It may not seem like it, but I've only had one cup of coffee, so I'm still waking up. But in the chat, let me know, or the comments, let me know what you're working on during this co-working session. And also let me know where you're located. I'm always curious about who's watching the videos and where they're from. I'm currently living in Nebraska in the Midwest in the US. Um, so that's where I'm at. And I will put these in the chat as well. But yeah, let me know where you're from, what you're up to. Um, I guess I can also share a little bit about myself just so you know who I am. I think I said my name was Arden, but I might not have. But hi, hello, I'm Arden. Welcome to the live stream. Um, I am an indie author. I write queer romantic suspense, and I'm working on my first thriller, like psychological thriller, post apocalyptic book, um, which I'm super stoked about. I think it's going to be really good. I just got to get it together and get it out. Um, but like I said, I live in Nebraska. I recently moved here from North Carolina, where I was living before Nebraska, but I moved back to my hometown, and I'm here for a little bit. I work full time and do writing stuff when I can. If I had my druthers, I would just be a writer. It's the goal one day is to write full time and make enough from my writing to do that. But in the meantime, I tap into it when I can. So that's a little bit about me. I think we're going to just jump right into our first sprint. I don't want to keep y'all too long with chatting. So we'll do our first sprint until the top of the hour, and then I will come back on, and tell you a little bit about the Authors Roundtable, which is one of my favorite writing groups that I'm a part of. And this live video is in collaboration with Blue Dot Digital Marketing and Authors Allies Roundtable, which is a part of Blue Dot. And Rebecca, again, is the founder of that. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that in 30 minutes. So let's jump into our first sprint. Let me know what you're working on in the chat, and let's get to writing. All right, chat soon. All right, that is the end of sprint number 1. How did everyone do? Question mark. Hopefully you got some writing done, or whatever you're working on. I was a little distracted. I did what I wanted to do. I looked at my schedule and I wrote down what I wanted to achieve today and what I'm hoping to achieve tomorrow. And then I got distracted by social media, you know, yeah, as usual. But okay, so during this break, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Authors Allies Roundtable, which is a group. I'm a part of it, and this whole stream is kind of in collaboration with Rebecca and the Authors Allies Roundtable. I always stumble over that. But so essentially, the Roundtable is a community-driven space for writers that are in all stages of their writing career. So there are a pretty good number of us in there, but it's still small enough where you like know everyone and can get to know everyone if you want to. And what we do is meet weekly. And so we have weekly meetings, which are on Fridays right now. And there's usually a topic that we discuss. Like this most recent one was 2026 planning, and it was a 2-hour session of just like working through our goals for 2026, whether they're personal or related to our writing, and kind of planning those out. But we often cover topics like how to market your book, how to find readers, how to do social media. We have tech days. So if you're having issues with figuring out how to use Pinterest or Instagram or something like that, we can help you with that in the group. But again, it's very community driven and for everyone. Like there are authors that are outlining their first books and haven't started writing yet. There are authors that have published. There are folks that are between those two. So it's really for everyone, which I love about it because everyone has different experiences when they publish a book. And so when we come together, um, we're able to kind of share our experiences with the other participants and with the community and learn from each other, which is amazing. And I think a huge asset as a writing group that does have so many people in different like ranges of their careers. But we focus on like accountability, collaboration, sharing knowledge. There are co-working sessions, writing sprints like this one, and then conversations around the art of writing, publishing, and editing. Marketing is a big thing that we focus on, which is insanely helpful because it's one of the hardest things to do as an indie author. So the Authors Allies Roundtable is great for that. And then, of course, you get to ask questions. You have peer support. You can stay motivated. Um, and yeah, that's a little bit about the Authors Allies Roundtable. I did put a link in the chat that you can check out. There's a Skool group. I'll put the link in the chat for that too. I love Skool. Rebecca is wonderful in there leading conversations and just keeping people engaged and sharing information. She shares so many like wonderful worksheets and things to really like help you plan and think about where you want to go with your book. And so it's insanely useful. So I'll put the Skool link in the chat as well. And then there's also a Telegram group that we have, which is great for accountability and just checking in with each other daily and just, again, like chatting. And I will say, like, some of these folks, I've met them in person. We have had in-person get-togethers, and they're just it's a wonderful group of people. So I can't recommend enough. And I would definitely encourage you to at least check it out, get in touch with Rebecca, um, see if you can test out the group for like a session or two, and join us because it's a great time. It's a really great time, and the people are just fantastic. So, as someone who lives in like a more rural area and I don't have access to other writers as easily as I did in other places, this group has really been like a lifeline for me, and having all the different people that I can reach out to and chat with and stay social with has really like meant the world. So there's that aspect of it as well. That's just wonderful. But okay, enough about me chatting about Authors Allies Roundtable. Again, I'll put some links in the chat, so check it out. Our next sprint, we'll just do another 30-minute one. So we'll stop at like 10:30 my time. Um, and this round, I'm going to be working on feedback from my alpha reader for my upcoming book, Echoes of Us. And I'll chat a little bit about that at the next break and let you know how the feedback is going. I'm a little nervous. But yeah, let's get to sprinting. Good luck and happy writing. All right, that is the end of sprint number 2. How's it going? What did we achieve? Let me know in the chat. I want to know. I am maybe halfway through reading the comments that were left by my alpha reader, and so far I am loving uh, seeing her reactions as she reads the book, because Hannah is wonderful at kind of leaving uh, comments that embody her her thoughts and feelings as she's reading the book. So it's super enjoyable. I love it, and really good, insightful feedback about edits that can be made, um, which is great because I want the book to be as good as it possibly can be. So yeah, there's that. So I'll be reading the rest of them during the next sprint, which will take us to 11 my time, and it might be the last sprint. I don't know if I'll do a fourth one or not. I'll see how I'm feeling, but I wanted to chat a little bit about an upcoming virtual writing retreat that I'm holding. It is in February. It's on Valentine's Day, actually, and it's a full day writing retreat. It's Right in the Dark, a taboo dark romance retreat. So the focus is on dark romance. It is all through Zoom. We get together in the morning, we chat about the goals for the day, we do some writing sprints. We have several panels that I'm putting together that will focus on body positivity and inclusivity in dark romance, mental health representation in dark romance, and a couple other topics. And there will be a general author panel where participants will get to ask questions about like the writing process, the publishing process, anything dark romance or writing related is up for grabs, I guess, when it comes to asking questions. We'll have mini craft sessions. So, like in 5 to 10 minutes, how do you make a character fall for the bad guy? Like just little things like that and little worksheets. And we'll have like a dark trope workbook PDF that you get to take home, some spicy prompts that you can use for your writing. And then, of course, when you join one of our retreats, you also get added to our Facebook and Skool groups if you want to be in either of those groups. And you have a new writing community. So I'm super stoked for this February one. I have 3 or 4 dark romance authors that have signed up for it that I am insanely excited for, to have as part of the retreat. And yeah, I think it's going to be really good. So again, that's February 14th, all day retreat. Like these go from like 10 to 5:30. It's only $20, and you can find it by going to my website, ardencoots.com. And this is the 4th or 5th retreat that I've done, virtual retreat, and they're usually like smaller groups, probably anywhere between 5 and 10 people. So you really get to like know the other authors, ask a lot of questions, and make new writing friends, which is wonderful, in my opinion. So the link is already in the chat, and also I believe in the description for the video. But again, it's just Arden Coots, ARDENCOUTTS.com. And then you go to the virtual writing retreats tab, page, whatever, and click around a little bit, and you'll be able to register for the event. Um, and then you'll get some emails from me, probably more than you want, but I got to make sure you got all the information for the retreat. So that is coming up in February, which is moments away. Yeah, it's wild. But I do recommend signing up sooner rather than later, just because I do cap it at like that 10-person number because I like to keep the retreats smaller. Um, but we still have some seats available. So definitely check it out. Let me know if you have questions. And let's go ahead and jump into our next chat. Nope, our next sprint. um, this one will go until 11 or the top of the hour. Um, and so it's another 30-minute sprint. Again, I hope you are achieving what you want to achieve today. And I'll see you in another 30 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right, that's the end of our last sprint. So if you have been sprinting this entire time or popped in and sprinted a little bit and now you're on your way, I want to say thank you. Um, and I want to share a little bit about my upcoming book, Echoes of Us, before we call it a day. Um, I am writing a queer post apocalyptic thriller. I have written it, it is done-ish. Um, I'm going through, sorry, the cat is getting into things. I have written it and it's with alpha readers right now, and I've gotten their feedback. So now I am moving forward with the editing process and will be, yeah, moving forward, trying to get it published in June. I am doing a fundraiser, a GoFundMe, as well as a Kickstarter to try to get funds for publishing the book because publishing is actually quite expensive. And so I am trying to raise funds to help with the editing costs, the book cover costs, the ISBN costs, which are quite pricey. When you start adding everything together, it gets to be up there quite a bit. So I'm going to share the links to my GoFundMe as well as the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter only has like a couple more days left, not a couple more, like about a month left on it. Um, and I would really love to hit the amount so I can actually access those funds to use towards publishing my book, which would be absolutely insane. But there's some pretty cool perks, and I am adding some new ones probably today as well. Where if you do like a $5 or $15 pledge, you get a discount to my Patreon where I'm actually releasing pages. I'm releasing chapters of Echoes of Us early over there so you can read it beforehand. And if you pledge more than 15, you get several months for free. And so there's like different ranges of um, access that you'll get to Patreon based on your pledge. So there's 28 days to go. I've only raised $208 out of 2000. So there's quite a bit to go on the Kickstarter. But again, all those funds go towards um, editing, which I need to do at least 2 more rounds of editing, cover design, interior formatting, special edition inserts, art, printing costs for the physical copies, marketing and distribution, all of that I have to do myself. So 2000 is a good start, which is why I also have the GoFundMe going, because that goes towards those same expenses, but also allows me to use it for survival, is the easiest way to say it. So, um, yeah, check out both of those. I put the links in the chat. I'd appreciate it if you can't pledge or donate, please share widely to get more eyes on it. And yeah, that would be wonderful. And I don't even have the words to tell you how much I would appreciate folks sharing that, folks coming to the writing retreat, joining the roundtable. All of these things are very near and dear to my heart, and it brings me great joy when people join in. So check it out, check everything out, and leave some comments. And I hope you find these sprints and co-working sessions helpful. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna chat about today, I think. Um, Thank you again for joining, for watching. And I will hopefully be doing, I think I'm doing another one of these on the 24th. Let me check. Yeah, the 24th at 9:30 again, probably. So if you missed this one and want to take part in a live one, 24th, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, I will be here again. So I will see you then. Okay. Bye.